the upset of the year.
Like his chin disappeared, Munguia, didn't it?
Munguia was one of our favourite fighters because he keeps busy.
Surace going to get a good payday for this.
I don't think before the fight he was that well known.
He might have a bit of psychological damage, Munguia.
And I think Surace's chances of winning is if Munguia's off it.
Munguia will knock him out in round 4.
I'm going to go for the same round 6 for Munguia. If Munguia gets back on track, who do we see him?
Caleb Plant.
Welcome back to BoxCast. Today we're going to be looking at the upcoming fight between Bruno Surace and Jaime Munguia, the rematch. I think this was the last fight was the upset of the year, I think in 2024. Most unexpected win. It's taking place on the Canelo and Skull undercard on May the 3rd in Riyadh. Let's start with a tail of the tape. So Surace has 26 wins, 0 losses, 2 draws, 28 fights in total, 5 wins by KO, one of those against Jaime Munguia. He's age 26, he's 6 foot tall, 183 centimeters. We still don't know his reach, but and it's taking place at super middleweight, 168 pounds, 76.2 kilos. And he fights out of an orthodox stance. Jaime Munguia has 44 wins, 2 losses, 0 draws, 46 fights in total. He's got 35 wins by KO. He's age 28. He's also 6 foot, 183 centimeters, and he's got a 72-inch, 183 centimeter reach. And he also fights out of an orthodox stance. So Simon, rematch, the upset of the year in 2024. I think Bruno Surace won a Ring Award for the upset of the year.
Yeah.
How do you think this one goes? Do you think is Jaime Munguia the underdog?
No.
I think we do have to put out there that he was sort of comfortably winning the fight until that point, and then a bolt out the blue got him out of there.
Yeah. It's like his chin disappeared, Munguia, didn't it?
Yeah, which is a bit surprising because he got hit quite a lot by Canelo and didn't get out of there.
And Surace,
I think it was just a perfect
stopped
shot.
About 5 people, well, 4 people up to that.
Well, he's only got 5 knockouts, hasn't he? And one of them is against Munguia.
Yeah.
It's not somebody known for his power. And if you went on the records...
I'm going to give, Surace lots of credit for what he did in that fight. But was that like Munguia's 4th fight that year? Yeah.
Well, that's why Munguia was one of our favourite fighters because he keeps busy. It's one of your bugbears that people don't fight.
It was in Mexico, if I remember, in his hometown.
Well, he fought in 2024. He fought Ryder in January, Canelo in May, Bazinian in September, and then this was in December.
And I think it was rushed through this fight. I don't think it was. He was a replacement, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think Munguia was just a bit eager to please the fans.
I don't think because of the knockout ratio, I don't think he was that worried about what was coming back. And he had, Surace down, and it looked like in the second round, by the 3rd round, he was going to get him out of there.
Yeah. But, and you'd like, but
credit
Surace,
to saying it.
He did.
He did what he had to do.
Yeah, I mean,
he survived, and then they caught him with a perfect Pichu punch.
One of my mates was absolutely going ballistic at me because he did and there was a lot of boxing on that weekend.
Yeah.
And he'd picked 8 fights, and
that was the one that he got wrong.
So I was like, mate,
because of you, Simon.
Yeah, it was because I said
your predictions.
I think Surace was like 20-1 or something.
Well, I think we both dismissed them. Munguia as
we like, mate, just pick Munguia. It's an easy win. It'll be over inside 6 rounds.
Yeah.
And then I got a phone call the Sunday morning. You've just cost me $3,000 or whatever it was.
Just a bad man, Simon.
So yeah, it was a shock, and it proved that because
I think we were on quite a good run of predictions up till that point. Yeah. That one ruined our ratio.
Surace going to get a good payday for this.
Yeah,
he's very well known now. We all know who Surace is.
Yeah.
It's weird because I think in his amateur days he was like a like featherweight or something.
Well, I don't think before the fight he was that well known, but I think...
No, obviously, because I don't think he'd ever fought outside of France.
Yeah.
But you have to watch these French guys. Told you this. But I think Munguia, he's going to go... Not that he wasn't serious about this last time. He's got a bit more pressure on him this time.
Well, he has to win, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing with Surace is he's got really, even though...
I mean, Surace has still got nothing
he's
to
got
lose.
no pressure on him, yeah. And that's always, like, dangerous.
Mate, Surace wins this.
Because he's actually never been knocked out.
No.
Well, he's never lost.
Surace wins this. He could be fighting Canelo in the future. Yeah. He's going to get mega fights.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a big fight anyway.
Well, if you think he's only really fought in France, then he's got that one in Tijuana with Munguia, and now he's in Riyadh season as the second fight on the card.
Because I think the original rematch was for April the 12th in Tijuana, back in Tijuana.
Yeah. I think because the Canelo situation he made it there, so it's bigger, and they probably both get good paydays.
So Munguia, he'd have done a massive training camp for this.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be...
but
he should be prepared. If he isn't...
He can't go out there and think, I just need to go through this guy, because...
Well, he's probably likely going to get the same result.
Just pick him apart. He has got the better boxing skills. He needs to cover up a lot more.
He needs to be more defensively aware, isn't it?
Because he was just like...
Yeah, well, I think that's
taking punches.
It's like everybody else. They looked at him for... he's got 4 knockouts in like 25 fights. Okay, he ain't going to do anything.
He was just letting him
He's
take
no Canelo, and then...
he might have a bit of psychological damage, Munguia.
Well, that's the thing. All right, he's got his other loss was against Canelo, but yeah, that's fair enough. Like we've said, Canelo is... And to be fair, he didn't come out of it that badly because he was a good...
It was a good
fight.
fight.
He got to points as well, isn't it? Against Canelo, which is no... huge thing, I think. And he was doing quite well. Yeah, he got knocked down in the 4th, and then Canelo pulled it his way, but it's still quite a close fight. And then he's bounced back with a win against Bazinian, who was one of the other sort of contenders. KO'd him out in round 10. And he was basically ahead on the cards as well. So he is a good boxer and
Yeah, I just think he's going to have too much for Bruno this time. He's going to be...
I think he needs to be professional, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think Surace's chances of winning is if Munguia is off it. If he's got some psychological issue or he hasn't bounced back properly.
Surace is going to think he's the world champion though at the minute.
He's got nothing to lose.
He's going to... His bollocks are going to be about that big. I'm telling you.
I think for him to win, Munguia has to be off, which could happen. So I think he has got a chance of winning. But I think if Munguia is prepared and professional, which you would expect, it's hard to go past him. He's a better boxer. He's got more pop and everything else.
I do this all the time. You know what this reminds me of?
Go on.
Gross Froch.
Yeah. Number 2.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah.
those of our listeners and viewers who aren't familiar with that. Do you want to explain?
I mean,
well, for the first fight, who do you think won?
Froch won. Because Groves got stopped, so Froch won.
Yeah.
It didn't go to points, so you couldn't say.
Second one?
Obviously, Froch won because he knocked him out.
But did you think the other guy was doing well? So I'm not sure I understand the comparison now.
Because the first fight, Groves basically did the unthinkable.
Yeah.
He put Froch down and it was all going Groves' way. And the referee stepped in when he shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
But in the second fight,
Groves
got ironed out, let's be honest, ironed out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what's going to happen in this one. I think Surace is going to get ironed out.
Yeah, that's basically what should happen in the first one. So hopefully Munguia will get back on track. And good luck to Surace as well, because like I said, he was one of the surprises of the thing. He's got nothing to lose. He's going to get a good payday, and we shall see. And then we'll see if he's worthy of the 0 losses. And he may surprise us. Right, should we go to the odds? The odds, yeah. Jaime Munguia is 128, so minus 770 to win. Bruno Surace is 9-2, so plus 450, which closer than last time.
Worth putting a tenner on it, innit?
Yeah. And then on the community predictions, it's basically near enough 27% for Surace and 73% from a bit over 73, but 73% for Munguia. It is 60% Jaime Munguia by KO, 20% Surace by KO, 13% Munguia decision, and basically 7% Surace decision. Yeah, so it's a little bit closer. I think a few more people are going the way, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think if Surace wins,
Munguia will move up in weight.
yeah, he's got a big enough frame to move up in it.
Because that's the only other thing that we haven't discussed is how weight drained is he?
Yeah,
Because he's a big lad.
he's big for that size. Yeah,
But is that just making excuses? Possibly.
I think if he performs, he should win.
Yeah.
If he's not, there's something up there. Then isn't it? Either a mental block or something else.
Or
if he
he's
doesn't.
just crap.
Or he's not as good as we hoped he was.
Well, no,
basically.
because his wins say different.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the resumes, his is
Pretty good.
Pretty good. And like I said, it's a Canelo and Surace. And then there's like Ryder, I don't think had been taken out. Even Canelo couldn't get him out, and he's got him out of there. And then if you look at the other people, and he had a tough war against Derevyanchenko, who was, tough fight as well. And he's got there's quite a lot of good, tough fights in there, which he's come through and done. Canelo, yeah, we expected, but it is one of those. It's tough. So that was the shock, but hopefully it will turn him into a better fighter. But good luck to Bruno Surace as well. Let us know. Oh well, predictions.
Munguia will knock him out in round 4.
Do I think he's going to do faster? Do I think he's going to do slower? I'm going to go for the same round. 6 for Munguia. KO. So let us know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think Munguia is going to get back on track? Is Surace going to pull off another shock, even though he won the first one? Let us know what you think and what the chances are of those two. And then, yeah, if Munguia gets back on track, who do we see him? Fight the other contenders.
Caleb Plant.
Caleb Plant. Mm-hmm.
I like that fight.
Yeah. Because I think there's not much point. He's not going to get Canelo. So it's really the people around that division, isn't it?
Yeah.
Surace pulls off the shock. What's next for him?
Canelo.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. Okay. Yeah. Let us know the thoughts. Who do you think they fight next? Like, subscribe, and all the usual goodness. And we shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much.